Okay, it occurred to me that I needed to look up what was going on with the WikiLeaks story and the whole. They released that tape of the Apache helicopter, the classified tape, and there was a bit of a manhunt about it. And I'll update a couple facts I found out, which is one, the rumors of 250,000 documents are denied by Julian Assange, who's the founder of WikiLeaks. The charges against Manning, who released it, have come out that he obtained rather, um, 150,000 documents, but he's only charged with releasing 50. And WikiLeaks says they have no unreleased documents. They would release them. So I'll let him speak for himself because I also found out that just on July 17th, there's released a TED Talk. Those are great. TED has got to be like one of the smartest institutions in the world. The people they have are just amazing that they find. I mean, people that are well known, but not stupid. It's pretty good. Anyway, well known like in a field, but you'll have never heard of them, kind of thing. But okay, well known among people that know what to pay attention to in a particular field or something. Anyway, I could go make a whole video about that. But so that's for Cashify there. Hey, Cashify, I was like, they posted this TED Talk, and then I'm like, oh, I've got to do it. The universe probably told me. But anyway, what we're doing right now is we're going to play some of this in a fair use kind of way because this guy is great. So here we go.
Julian, welcome.
Oh,
It's
I
been
need my
reported that
sheet.
WikiLeaks, your baby, has, in the last few years, has released more classified documents than the rest of the world's media combined. Can that possibly be true?
Yeah, can it possibly be true? It's a worry, isn't it? That the rest of the world's media is doing such a bad job that a little group of activists is able to release more of that type of information than the rest of the world press combined.
How does it work? How do people release the documents, and how do you secure their privacy?
Well, so these are, as far as we can tell, classical whistleblowers, and we have a number of ways for them to get information to us. So we use this state-of-the-art encryption to bounce stuff around the internet to hide trails, pass it through legal jurisdictions like Sweden and Belgium to enact those legal protections. We get information in the mail, the regular postal mail, encrypted or not, vet it like a regular news organization, format it, which is sometimes something that's quite hard to do when you're talking about giant databases of information, release it to the public, and then defend ourselves against the inevitable legal and political attacks.
So you make an effort to ensure the documents are legitimate, but you actually almost never know who the identity of the source is.
That's right.
Is.
Yeah, very, very rarely do we ever know. And if we find out at some stage, then we destroy that information as soon as possible.
Okay, so he describes a way of being scientific, by the way, about information in general. They have a method. The method cleans the information in various ways. The identity is taken out, and the legal jurisdictions go through places that will not report where the link goes from there. Okay, so I'll just tell you right now, I think this guy is awesome. I think he's a total world patriot, and some of these examples just prove it. Okay, here's the next one. You know, the TED Talk video player, you can't get to the right times. YouTube's pretty good now about you can seek the exact time. So this is an update on the Apache thing, and it's about 3 minutes long.
We're going to just show a short clip from this Baghdad airstrike video. The video itself is longer, but here's a short clip. This is intense material, I should warn you.
Sorry about the audio, it's fucked up.
Once you get on this over again, Roger. I see your element. You got about 4 Humvees right along this. You're clear. All right, firing. Line here, with the space line. Let me know when you have it. We'll shoot. Light them all up.
002 traffic, 260.
Come on, fire. Hey, Roger. Keep shooting.
It's funny to me in this video, just as a side thing, how long you hear the noise and how long till the bullets hit shows you how far away those helicopters really are.
Keep shooting.
Bushmaster 2-6, Bushmaster 2-6. We need to move time now.
All right, we just engaged all 8 individuals. Yeah, we got 2 birds. We're still firing. Roger. Got him.
6 is a 2-6. We'll move, but we got
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, it's done.
bypass.
God damn it, Kyle. Sorry. I hit him by heck.
So, what was the impact of that?
The impact on the people who worked on it was severe. We ended up sending 2 people to Baghdad to further research that story. So this is just the first of 3 attacks that occur in that scene.
I mean, 11 people died in that attack, right? Including 2 Reuters employees.
Yeah, 2 Reuters employees, 2 young children were wounded. There were between 18 and 26 people killed altogether.
And releasing this caused widespread outrage. What was the key element of this that actually caused the outrage, do you think?
I don't know. I guess people can see the gross disparity in force. You have guys walking in a relaxed way down the street, and then a Apache helicopter sitting up at 1 kilometre firing 30mm cannon shells on everyone, looking for any excuse to do so, and killing people, rescuing the wounded. And there was 2 journalists involved who clearly weren't insurgents because that's their full-time job.
I mean, there's been this U.S. intelligence analyst, Bradley Manning, arrested, and it's alleged that he confessed in a chat room to have leaked this video to you, along with 280,000 classified U.S. embassy cables. I mean, did he?
Well, we have denied receiving those cables. He has been charged about 5 days ago with obtaining 150,000 cables and releasing 50. We have released early in the year a cable from the Reykjavik US Embassy, but this is not necessarily connected. I mean, I was a known visitor of that embassy.
I mean, if you did receive thousands of U.S. embassy diplomatic cables...
We would have released them. Yeah.
You would?
Yeah.
So that's interesting, update there. And for those of you that didn't watch the original video, I find this guy really reasonable demeanor about this stuff. Okay, so here's something, it's about 39 seconds long, just about what about hiding your sources. If light is good, then why hide your sources? And I'll let Julian speak for himself.
Light is good. But do you see any irony in the fact that in order for you to shine that light, you have to yourself create secrecy around your sources?
Not really. I mean, we don't have any WikiLeaks dissidents yet. We don't have sources who are dissidents on other sources. Should they come forward, I mean, that will be a tricky situation for us, but we are presumably acting in such a way that people feel morally compelled to continue our mission, not to screw it up.
Now this is an interesting thing that says a little bit about how this stuff really works. How do you get people to, how do you confirm this stuff? Because again, the point is that we have journalism in this world failing and this guy succeeding. Well, what is the method of succeeding to get this kind of information out to the people and not just give them the bullshit from all the conspiracy theories? Because these are conspiracy theory level things. As a matter of fact, you're about to hear how things really work in the world.
Another example. Now, here's something that you haven't yet leaked, but I think for Ted, you are. I mean, it's an intriguing story that's just happened, right?
Yeah.
What is this?
So this is like a sample of what we do sort of every day. So late last year, in November last year, there was a series of well blowouts in Albania, like the well blowout in the Gulf of Mexico, but not quite as big. And we got a report, a sort of engineering analysis into what happened, saying that in fact security guards from some rival various competing oil firms had in fact parked trucks there and blown them up. And the Albanian part of the Albanian government was in this, etc., etc. And the engineering report had nothing on the top of it. So it was an extremely difficult document for us. We couldn't verify it because we didn't know who wrote it and knew what it was about. So we were kind of skeptical that maybe it was a competing oil firm just sort of playing